people are coming on. Good morning. This is Sunday, February 4th, 2024. Yes, there is David Shurter did do an interview with Vanessa Bates. I also gonna want to show Vanessa's response to me showing her the video and what she had to say and everything, just to kind of clear this all up. So hang on to your hats, everybody, if you're wearing one. I'm going to play a little more music here. That a few, like, there's at least 6 this morning, and I'm not gonna make you wait much any longer before I start talking about it. All right, so a video was found. It is on David Shurter's website himself, and my question is I don't understand why David hasn't presented this publicly. Like he hasn't. He's still, calling me an idiot and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Maybe it's an ego thing. Like I'm supposed to know everything that's on his site or whatever. But this was posted 7 years ago, actually, and it's been 7 years. And this is the graphic. This is the graphic that he showed in his last video. I guess I can show that again just to kind of compare the graphics. But this is what this was the thumbnail that he used on his interview with Vanessa. And I'm going to go ahead and play this here.
And it's coming out globally again, second time. And so the whole thing about it is Max was trying to expose this. I'm trying to expose this, and I am not going to watch these people use Christine Hart, because as she's working on this, I love Max so much, she's drawing other survivors to her in hopes that they will trust her so that they can do the same thing to them.
Okay, like that's interesting. He's blaming Christine as being involved. But here you have Max's mom. I haven't listened to this all the way.
All my life. I've just now stopped.
On. Where's the
quote? It's Matthew 10:29. So if you look at 10.
No, there's another woman on here. So there's a lot of talking that goes on, which I'm assuming is kind of like, a prompting of it's called, I forgot what the name of it is. It's like like a injection, right? You inject a bunch of your thoughts on what something is so that people they're going to take your perspective before you get to the actual interview. That's what it feels like to me. But maybe I could be wrong.
I can't personally talk much more because, as you say, I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken out at all. And I think I've done as much as I have.
Vanessa,
today.
You've been amazing.
You can understand.
Vanessa, you've been amazing, and you can drop out. I mean,
thank you.
You can take, because.
Okay, so this was. I'm wrong. She was earlier on.
That ain't gonna happen, and so like a circus,
But he's talking a
taking
lot.
him from this side. All he
You feel shame, regret, guilt,
Vanessa, wait a minute. Can you get out of the wind?
Oh, that's me. That's
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah.
I'm in the wind. I'm at the beach.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'll go behind a tree. Is it better? I'm
Yeah.
facing the other direction.
And I just called you Vanessa.
Yes, that is
Rosette,
better.
sorry.
Now,
Yeah.
what's interesting here is it says Max Spiers, March 3rd, 2016. He died in July. So it's got the wrong date on here, which I find kind of, Max Spiers. That's not the date of his death.
That's way better. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So this is from Max. He said, if they can make you feel shame, guilt, regret, or isolated, lonely, and worthless, then they are winning. Do not allow this energy stream, which works through multiple people.
Or maybe he wrote that then, March 2nd, 2016. It's not like a memorial. That might be what it is. So anyway, let's go here.
All kinds of questions. What
Yeah.
I think happened is that this whole thing with Max was a setup. He was flown to Poland by people who were involved. He did this interview by people.
Right. We all think that, really.
That they were going to use these weapons on American citizens.
Okay.
Heart, because as she's working,
trying to unearth what's gone on, Polish police and Polish doctors are keeping very, very silent. Nothing is coming through. Subpoenas are going to have to be issued to get any information out of them. It's like as if the barriers have come down wherever you go. So, in fact, in terms of truth, it's almost impossible. It's guesswork. It's piecing together names and trying to work it out from the fact that I believe in the end, Max got more and more vocal, started naming more and more very, very significant and important people. And I think actually his demise is a result of what he was saying. I don't know, Rosette, where you are with that lot.
I agree with everything you say, and I just want to add that he was constantly followed around. He would look at license plates and on cars, and
okay, so that's Rosette. Rosette, she used to have a blog on him, and they were working on doing, I believe Rosette and Max were working on doing a blog together and really featuring some of his work. He wanted to, I remember that he wanted to help people that had been in programs like him that might have had addiction issues and stuff like this. And then she just kind of disappeared. I think she got spooked and she just kind of disappeared.
They're always specific to him, certain license plates, and he was followed around when he was in Canterbury. He was followed around when he was in Poland. He went to that. He went to a bar. That one picture of him. He was there for the Poland-Ukraine game to watch it, and he was saying how they were there. He could tell which ones they are. So everywhere he goes, they're following him around. In Cyprus, when he went to Cyprus, when he did the last interview with Christine Hart, the whole town, the power went off in the whole town. And they had to go, Monica and Max had to go drive to find a wife.
I remember that. I remember that when that happened. Anyway.
Wi-Fi. He drove, it took him an hour to find Wi-Fi until he could get connected with Christine. So these people don't want Max to talk. They made the power go out in the whole town. One thing I just got to say about that interview, because it's funny because in that interview that she did with him, everyone makes it seem like it was the second half, that she only got 1 hour interview and it was the second half that was missing. It wasn't the second half, it was the first. So they made it sound.
That's right.
They made it
and
sound like Max was
correct. And who screwed that up was Miles Johnston. He got on Carrie Cassidy's show and twisted it around. I actually have a clip of that, on my channel. Like I did when Max passed. I made a video of things. Maybe I should go find it and show it today. I've got it uploaded here.
Flaking, but he wasn't flaking. He was running around trying to get hooked up to them. So the second hour, so she had to wait for an hour for Max to get hooked up. It wasn't, Max was ill or anything.
He never came back on that episode. Like that he missed the first half, and then he was on the first half. The generator went down, and Christine winged it for the rest of the show. It was on Revolution Radio. It was a Revolution Radio stream or broadcast.
So
Right.
I don't know. There's just something, and then immediately when he got back, and he was totally healthy when he was in Cyprus, and they went to Cyprus for a vacation, because people are speculating he went there.
Cyprus is where Monica Duvall bought the Xanax. All right. That was that trip. All right. So it was after he got the Xanax that things went bad. Like, she got a doctor's prescription and ended up giving him the Xanax that was purchased there
for like some kind of mission, some kind of job or something. No, he went there for vacation. They just went there to relax. They went to the north of Cyprus. He's really excited to go see Richard's castle. He's really excited about that. And he was totally healthy. He was totally happy. I texted with him, all the time when he was over there, and he was totally fine. He texted me right after that interview with Hart, and he was, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. The power went out. They did all this. It was crazy. I had to go run around, and he was fine. So when he got back to Poland, he was fine. So, when they make him sound like on that interview, like he's drunk and all this stuff. No, that I couldn't believe it when I heard that. That was so opposite. He was healthy, fine, good, rested, everything. He wasn't, they made him sound tired. He was saying tired because they did something to him,
Yeah. Yeah.
And to answer your question, Vanessa, yes, they can do it remotely. Most likely, I know their game. They surrounded Max.
So,
he's the most kind, loving.
There's a lot of talking going on. There's a
Don't mean to get on a
Vanessa.
bandstand, but
And you have to realize, like, she just lost her son, so she's having. I'm not saying that it's wrong that they're giving her information on their view of what they think is going on, but you have to realize that she's really probably just devastated and trying to figure out what exactly happened to her son, right? So she's on this show, and I'm going to show you. Hi, Charles. Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. Thank you for being here. Hi, _. Good morning. So I'm going to show you. I want to show you my conversation with Vanessa last night. I'm going to show it. It's on my Facebook. I'm sure it's probably okay. So I reach out to her and I say, because this video was given to me by somebody. I'm not going to say who gave it to me, but I think David might be surprised who actually found it. And not him. Like, why didn't David just come out and present this to me and go, yeah, here, like, why can't he have a normal conversation with me and open up instead of making me the bad guy with with the other talking points, like I'm a PEDO protector and this and that and all this defamation. Why couldn't he just be open with me, since, like, you can tell Vanessa and I are hooked up on Facebook. Like, why couldn't he have just been like, hey, let's have a conversation? Because, like, Max is kind of a cornerstone that would give us a sense of commonality. And I just don't understand the whole gaslighting and all the nastiness that is ensued with everybody else that's doing the nastiness. And, so that's my problem with David Shurter at this point. But I said, do you think maybe you gave David Shurter an interview? You sound different, but I know it was a few years ago. Could someone have impersonated you? Because at first I kind of was like, is this really her? But then, like, as I listened to it, I have to ask those questions, right? And she said, and then I said, I think maybe you were traumatized and forgot who you spoke to because it sounds like it was two people. So, and I left a couple of messages. I'm not going to play them right now, but she says, this is a response. You know what, Tere? I may have given him an interview because, yes, I was traumatized. And I was so glad of anyone who was supportive of Max. Sorry, I forgot that it seems like a lifetime ago. And then I said, no worries. I will make the correction tomorrow. Thank you. So I'm just showing you that I'm actually, trying to figure out like what really happened, what is exactly true about like what David is claiming, because when I know that he's lying about me and basically, participating in, the campaign of the defamation campaign of me, he doesn't really know me. He doesn't, I tried to reach out to him. I tried to, have a conversation, and I got, just a bunch of lies and gaslighting. But and then, I did a video yesterday and I said, show the video. Well, you can see, let's go to David really quick. He's ignored it. I mean, I don't know if he's heard me, or maybe he just discredits me and he doesn't think that anything that I say or ask has any, concern for him. But, so yeah, here, let's go back to his channel. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that he has done on his channel so far, the most recent is this one, which was a day ago, 2 days ago, right? All of this is happening. He's got some shorts he's done. Let's check out the shorts, because sometimes this is his latest short. And, I blocked Corey, so it's about Phoenix Enigma. The difference between my adversaries, and this one's like, does Tere Joyce ever get tired of lying? I wonder. So I played this one the other day. This is his last response to me.
This was posted, and just to clear this up, just so people can see, that bitch is cray.
That's his response. Like, he could have, like, opened up to me and, not disrespected me and acted like an ass, right? And not lied about me and just said, hey, yeah. Or said, you know what, Tere, I haven't talked to Vanessa about you. Because, like, earlier in that text, she tells me that he made no contact to her about me, to vet me at all. So he just completely disregarded me without, like, doing any type of fact checking on his side. Now, is that just, like, laziness? Or is he, like, part of, like, something else that he's, playing games and doing drama, right? Because he really hasn't been honest to me, and he has perpetuated the same talking points that QAnon Sec is doing, that Titus Frost is doing, that Denise is doing, that people have been doing for me for a year. He just assumed my hair wasn't real, and again, that's it's silly, but he's put down my hair. He said that I was too old to have hair like this. So he's been abusive to me online, in person, and in the public forum, and I just don't really understand why. All right, so because I was seriously trying to, like, connect with them about this, about Max, about, like, hey, don't come after me because I'm not what they're going to say they're going to tell you that I am. And he just, basically shat all over me, and still, So, we'll see what he does now. I mean, like obviously, if I was wanting to continue and and bash him, I wouldn't say, "Hey, here's the interview." There is an interview, because you know what? The truth will set you free. It will tell you who you are, and I am about the truth. So, just so everybody knows that. I may get it wrong sometimes, and I've always said this. If I have said something and it isn't correct, I will come and correct the situation of whatever the misunderstanding is, or with new information. You say you have new information. Let's see if David Shurter is gonna say, "Oh, I've got, Tere actually found it. I don't know why I didn't send it to her, right? I don't know why David hasn't shown this." I mean, you would think you would want people to hear this. This is part of the history of what happened, the days that happened after Max Spiers had passed away and everything. So I don't know why he wouldn't have come clean and just shown this video to me, unless he wants to perpetuate the LARP. Unless the motivation is to keep the drama going and make a big distraction for myself and other people. I don't know. So I want to go to my just because I'm having a thought here about what I want to about my video at that time and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little music while I still look for it. Hold on. My it's deeper in my channel.